Hello! Starting. Okay, false alarm. Here we are.
What up?
Hey guys.
Hey, Jason George.
Yes.
Nice to see you guys.
Giacomo, Kevin, we're all here.
Yeah, how you doing?
We're going to answer some questions for you guys today. And let's get started.
Yeah. This is the show we're all on, just to remind you all.
You should get a pillow as well, if you haven't already. Okay, who wants to do the first one? Yeah, you do the first one.
Okay, I'll do the first one. Okay, here we go. So this is for me, I guess, or for all of us. What do you like to do when you're on hiatus? That's a good question. I like to play tennis, hang out with my family, maybe go on vacation, and maybe do a bit of surfing, stuff like that.
Big surfer.
Big surfer, yeah. And
Gotta get out with
clean out my garage, stuff like that. Normal stuff.
Yeah, I definitely like to go back to Italy, where my family's from, and see my family and spend time there, and do a little traveling and ride my motorcycle. Never miss an opportunity to do that, and that's about it.
I spend my time with Jason's kids. I do a lot of vacationing, and don't get an opportunity to see Jason's kids as many days as I'd like to because we're here all the time.
Right.
No. Okay.
Okay.
Next question.
Next question. Here you pick, Rob.
I'll pick for you.
Sure. Okay. If you could switch roles with any other character on your show, who would it be? Maybe Kevin.
Really?
I think Kevin has a lot of fun. I mean, sometimes you get really angry and you don't know really where to express all this anger, and I feel like Kevin's character really is able to get out some rage, so I think I would have a lot of fun with that.
Thanks, man.
No problem.
Oh, fuck.
And I must say that it's clearly obvious who I would switch with. It would be Ben.
I would
That's my heart's desire.
Yeah, I would switch probably. Is this present characters or?
I think it could be any all the 12 years.
Yeah, all the 12 years. It'd be pretty cool to be Christina Yang, just to kind of walk in her shoes a little bit, because she's such a badass and very individual person. But I kind of think Bailey, because I think, and I'm a little jealous that she's the chief now, because I used to be the chief. So then I get to be the chief.
You're more than a little jealous.
It's just about being the chief again and reclaiming your title. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
You've made it very clear.
Do we throw the other one back in?
I just crumpled it
Oh,
out.
okay.
Let's see. Interesting, because this is from a different perspective. What is your favorite scene you've shot so far on Grays?
You've actually shot?
I've actually shot them. Wow. My favorite scene. With these guys sitting here.
Oh, don't worry about me.
One of my all-time favorite scenes was the scene when Christina told Burke that she was leaving when she went to Switzerland and was in the office, and that she wanted no part of him. I really enjoyed working with those two. Also, I have to say, in an episode upcoming, there's a very heavy Japel storyline, and I had the opportunity to work with them for the entire episode. So you should keep an eye out for that.
It's a really great episode.
I had a really good time with them.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
do you guys have any scenes that you...
What was yours, Giacomo?
Favorite scene? I think the first surgery I did was really interesting because I had everyone laughing at me. It was just a really good kind of like hazing process that really kind of welcomed me to the show. Linda Klein, who works with us as a surgical nurse, she was giving us all the instructions and everything, but I think she, out of pure just wanting some entertainment that afternoon, didn't really give me much instruction or anything, and so I just went in the OR. I was going about my business, doing what I thought was right, and she kept yelling like, cut, no, Jackman, no, you don't hold it like that, you put your hands down, no, cut, no. So it was like, I was just this big learning curve of, in the OR and the protocol of where to keep your hands.
You were very serious.
How to hold the instruments and everything like that, so I had a lot of fun just learning, sort of, and watching the other actors sort of laugh, because they had been there, obviously, and so I had a lot of fun with that.
For me, I don't know. know. I kind of like the vent room because nobody else likes the vent room.
Interesting.
But I kind of like the vent room. You know, there's a lot of very important things happen for my character in the vent room. I kind of miss the vent room. You know, it's a slightly weird location, right?
And you going in there with your kilt, with wind coming up under the kilt,
like Marilyn Monroe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very fun that the audience never saw.
But I also like the episode a long time ago where Owen, he's drunk and he gets in Christina's shower and has an emotional speech about his time in Iraq, and we really got to learn about that character. And I got to learn. I think you directed that episode.
No.
I can't remember who did. Was it directed? But it was a great episode, and I was really proud of the work that Sandra and I did in that. I think we really went to an interesting place. You know, and it was at the early point of me learning about Owen Hunt and who he was. So it was a very exciting time for me to sort of discover all that stuff. So yeah,
I liked Nicole's episode. Your scene with Maggie when you guys walked into the library and the attraction wasn't supposed. You were doing breaking up,
right?
And it didn't work out as a breakup. Very sexy. You throwing her against the wall and all that. It was very sexy.
Oh, thank you, Rob. Do you always describe me as sexy?
I do.
All right, fantastic.
even when you're not in the room.
You did explain.
Okay, says Kevin. What would you like to see happen with Owen and Amelia next? Good question. What would I like to see? I think they've been really kind of on again, off again, on again, off again, on again, off again, and they're kind of both quite tortured people. So I think I'd like to see them have some fun. They do have a little bit of fun in an upcoming episode. One of the episodes, I actually directed the episode. I'm not going to spoil it, but it's very cute and super adorable what goes on. So they do get a little moment of fun. Hey,
Special guest joining us.
Special guest keep your seat warm.
Yes, we need a seat warmer.
It is nice and warm.
All about your wife and kids.
Hopefully my kid will go to school. Because I did, and I never learned how to read.
All right, well,
So that's that. Yeah, so I want them to have more fun. Let's pick a question.
we'll get Jason.
Questions out of the thing?
There you go.
This one's right on top of the sheet. This is for Kevin. But we do. What has been your favorite episode to direct?
Oh, that's a good question. I think I really enjoyed 11/23. So that was the one last year with the huge tunnel collapse. Just because for me it was really fun to do it was kind of like an action episode with a lot of big special effects and big stuff happening. I really had a blast doing that episode. There was a lot going on. It was a very complicated, challenging episode, and I'm proud about how it turned out. So,
That was my first episode, yeah.
Really? Yeah, that's right. We introduced your character.
I just remember you smiling a lot during that episode. You were kind of like a kid in a candy store. Remember? He's like, I'm going to take over a parking lot.
And I got multiple cranes, huge cranes.
You got toys.
Really cool shots.
Yeah, so that was cool.
Shots, yeah. All right.
Wow. Good questions, guys.
Yes. If you could give your character any advice, what would it be?